my strong friends. In today's video, I'm following the YouTube trend of hiring people on Fiverr to make me look better. I actually stole this video idea from Natalia Taylor. So if you want to check out the original, please do. It's in the description down below. I did want to put my own kind of fitnessy spin on it. As you may know, if you've been here before, I am what you like to call a buff bitch. So I wanted to not only get the reaction from the editors to either make me look better, maybe that means taking out my muscles, or make me look more jacked and add even more muscles on top of my kind of muscular body. I'm excited to see what they do. If you guys are new here, then please do subscribe to my channel. My name's Meg and I'm a powerlifter and I make fitness videos and like videos on how to get strong so you can become a buff bitch, you know what I'm saying? And if you do enjoy this video, then please do give it a like so that I know to do more of these kind of trendy, fun Instagram internet videos. Now before we get started, I just want to make a disclaimer. This video is totally just for fun. I personally have a clause, I guess, on every contract I sign, and every time I work with a photographer or work with a brand who's taking photos of me, I make sure to let them know that I have a rule: do not Photoshop my body, do not airbrush any part of me. Excuse me while I name drop. I have a friend named Iskra. She's a super famous supermodel and she actually follows the same rule. I stole the idea from her. She follows the same rule of making sure that no one is photoshopping her body or altering it, and making sure that no one's airbrushing her cellulite, or as she likes to call it, cellulite. So this video isn't really a commentary on Photoshop and what people really see as being beautiful. Maybe we'll explore some of those concepts, but this is just for fun. If you haven't been on YouTube for a while, there's a website called Fiverr. It is a gig sort of app where you can hire someone to do some sort of gig for you. They have like graphic design, Photoshop projects, some video editing on there. They have writing gigs, and all of this you can pay someone $5 to do something for you. So obviously today I went on to Fiverr and I hired a few different people and a few different kind of artists to Photoshop this photo of me and make me look better. I am reviewing these real time, so am I nervous? I'm not nervous, but I'm interested to see what people are gonna do. So some of them were $5 flat fee and some of them cost a little bit more. I paid them to do digital body transformation and enhancements. I said, please make my body look better. Oh. I look quite disproportionate. My abs are ripped. The bicep detail, I gotta say, is probably not the most realistic. He's massively increased the size of my biceps in probably the worst Photoshop blur I've ever seen in my life. He's also gone ahead and airbrushed some of my freckles on my chest out and taken out the detail. If you zoom in, you can see I have armpit hair in this or like armpit hair stubble. He's taken that out for me, which I guess if you're gonna Photoshop, you might as well take out some small imperfections like that. That is probably my biggest insecurity. Before I used to FACETUNE photos and I would, you know, smooth out my armpits just because I will sometimes like break out under my armpit. TMI, I know. So I guess it's nice to see it smooth again since I've stopped photoshopping everything. And he's also given me a brand new belly button. It does look like I have a little bit of a happy trail in this photo, but those abs look like they do not belong to that bottom, right? Unfortunately, he didn't take any care with making sure that the softball diamond that I'm is in the background has any sort of realistic component at all. I think because of the way that I'm posed in this photo, even though I might just ask them to make me look better, they're probably assuming that I want to look a little bit buff. Maybe I should have used a different photo, I don't know. Let's move on to actually the most expensive one. This one advertises as do your body thinner in Photoshop. Hi Megan, thanks again for your order. Here's your delivery. I added an ab and made muscular bigger. If there are any problems, please let me know. I don't notice anything. Is my butt bigger? Where's the ab? Again, you can see that the artist smoothed out my armpits, which I guess, again, is cool. This one was the most expensive, so I think I was expecting a little bit more drastic of a transformation, but maybe a drastic transformation is not like what I need for this photo. She did bring in my waist a little bit and then also add some sort of contour to my stomach to make it look like I have an ab. She also made the muscles look a little bit bigger, which is a gradual change. It's not like a huge one like the last one. And I'll say the background is nice and intact still. The artist also smoothed out my smile lines. Last thing that I noticed is that she definitely took out some of the width on my thigh, which that is like my thigh that kind of goes into my butt, which I think is flattering, but I don't know. Okay, so far maybe this one is better than the last one. Okay, the next one was $5 and this one says Photoshop body muscle body retouch. It looks like he contoured more than the other versions, and I think he made my biceps a little bit bigger. The ab definition on this one is definitely better than any of the others that we've seen. The first one, it looked like he kind of took someone else's abs and just pasted them on mine, whereas this one kind of looks like if I dieted enough, this is what my abs would look like. It doesn't look like he manipulated the width of too much, maybe just my biceps a little bit. It looks like my torso and hips are still the same proportions. Overall, the coloring of this one, I have like a more reddish kind of burnt tone. I think what he did was on Photoshop, you can use like the burn tool and just burn your contour and contrast to kind of give you this look. Okay, next up, I spent $10 to enhance and bulk up your body in Adobe Photoshop. So let's see what he did. One of the more expensive ones. So what he says is, this is a rather natural approach with just some minor warping and the result is very believable and not as dramatic. Finally, we have one who didn't do anything to my freaking armpits. I don't see much of a difference with this one at all. There's kind of this weird warping on my bicep where it doesn't really look even at all, but I guess it looks bigger. It's like I have multiple peaks. Next we have, for $10, I paid to professionally Photoshop muscle for your body. This one specifically had a before and after shot of a guy with no six-pack and then six-pack. So I'm expecting that I too will have a six-pack after I view this one. Oh my God! Oh hell yeah! Oh my God. Wait a second. My belly button wasn't completely exposed in the image, so I think it was kind of difficult or not appealing for anyone to manipulate it. But this one, I have a brand new belly button. And it's that belly button that you get when you're really lean. Your belly button does weird things. I have like an innie outie belly button, so it's not too impactful. But in this one, I have an innie belly button to the ultimate degree, which I'm wearing high-waisted shorts, so that means that my torso is like this big, which I guess isn't that important in the grand scheme of things because I have a six-pack. Other things that he did was make my biceps look bigger. Again, for some reason, it's like, you know, your bicep is supposed to have like one peak, right? For some reason, everyone is giving my left bicep like one peak and then another one. I don't know if it's just like the quickest edit that they can make, and the Photoshop program automatically does that and they just don't come back to like round it out. But yeah, I have a weird peaky bicep in a lot of these. He didn't make any changes to my armpits, but that's fine because I think he specializes in the six-pack specifically. It's so funny because if my biceps were physically to actually grow this much, my forearm would get a lot bigger as well, but no one has taken that into consideration. Not that I think the $10 that I paid them warrants that consideration, but just for future reference, you know, you might want to like proportionately increase the shoulder, increase the forearm, whatever. So I specifically asked this artist to please make my muscles look bigger and give me abs. Also, can you make my legs look like they have bigger muscles? Unfortunately, he didn't change my leg muscles at all, and that was something that I was really looking forward to. I feel like this would be definitely rounded out if I were to have bigger quads or more of like a quad hamstring definition, you know, that line that you can get there. I wish that were there. Okay, you guys, that's about all I can afford for this video. If you enjoyed any part of this, then please do give this video a like. If you want more internet experiments, weird internet fitness experiments, then please let me know in the comments down below. Again, this video is just for fun. It's not to make fun of anyone who does FACETUNE or Photoshop. I think it's up to you. So if you're scrolling, know that some people do manipulate their photos. So don't let anyone else's body, or at least the image of their body, make you feel bad. Even though I don't Photoshop or airbrush my photos, I do take about 1 million photos before you see the one that I post. And also I play around with things like light, different cameras. I do put a lot of effort into the images that I post. Okay, you guys, that's all for this one. I will see you in the next one. Bye. Oh, also, go to strongsupply.com so I can pay more people to do weird stuff on Fiverr. Powerlifting, world's strongest sport. Who doesn't need this shirt? Or you can Photoshop a picture of yourself in it.